Hey, it's Central Valley Business. I'm your host, Steve Walling. My guest for this segment is Eric with Firehouse Subs. Eric, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Your topic is near and dear to my heart anyway. So, Firehouse Subs, you got a couple locations here.
Yes, sir. We've got a location in Clovis, California at 1610 Herndon Avenue.
Uh-huh.
And in Fresno at 128 West Nees, so right across the street from the mall.
Oh, good spot.
Yes, sir.
So, how long you been in business?
We have been here for almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Our company was founded by firemen in Florida. And they weren't volunteer firemen. They were actual firemen for almost 30 years.
Really?
So everything we do, we give back to the community.
Okay, so this is not just a solo unit. You're like a franchise then,
Yep,
right?
we're a franchise. We're the only ones in the valley.
Yeah?
I actually got into this because of what we give back.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
let's talk about that for a minute, Eric. What is the platform that Firehouse Subs works with? You know, you say give back. How does that work?
we have what's called the Public Safety Foundation, where customers could come in and round up their change. It goes into an account, and it gives police and firefighters the ability to take from that account to buy new equipment. We've done things like we did a day for a gentleman named Keith Hernandez who has cancer that lives down south, and we were able to donate money, 20% of our sales, back to him and his family.
Cool.
So this is something that we got into just for that reason.
And I'll tell you, Eric, I know a little bit about the fire community, not so much city-wise or county-wise, but out in the rural areas, you know, where a lot of people don't understand that the firemen that work, and women that work out in those communities, their supplies, the stuff that they use, their equipment, their tools, a lot of that is purchased either by themselves or by a very small little group of people that have come together that have tried to raise money. So going out and supporting people like that in the community, and then, like you say, someone that within the community that has health issues, that's a pretty awesome deal.
It is, and it makes me proud to do it.
Yeah.
So, along with that, running a business is tough.
Yeah.
So when you're able to give back to the community and do things for other people, it makes it worth it. So this is one of those things where I've worked hard to get to that point.
Yeah.
Because we're not just pushing food in front of people. It's great food for a good cause.
Well, I was going to get on to the great food stuff in a minute. Which was your first location?
First location was in Fresno.
Yeah.
128 Nees.
Yeah. And it did so well there, you opened the second.
Yes, sir.
That's a good thing. Obviously, the food must be good, huh?
I hope so.
Well,
that's what they tell me. It's supposed to be the best in the world, so we'll just keep saying that.
There you go. Your menu, just off the top of your head, what's the hottest selling item out of your menu?
Well, I guess the most popular item would be what's called a hook and ladder, which
Yeah.
has Virginia honey ham, roasted turkey, and then it's fully involved, which is lettuce, tomatoes, onions, deli mustard, mayo, and a pickle on the side. But in Fresno and Clovis, we have a brisket sub, which people like the most as well, which is barbecue sauce, brisket, and mayo. So they're both really popular. They both sell really well. And it seems like those two we try to start our customers off with one or the other because it brings them back for the other subs we sell.
There you go. And return business is always good.
That's right.
So, all right, now you work in these shops. You mentioned before we came on camera, you're thinking about moving into the catering world, huh?
Yes, sir.
Tell me about it.
So we do, in my opinion, the best catering in the valley.
Well, that's a good place to start.
There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of people that have actually tried our catering business.
Yeah.
But nobody really knows how great we are because we haven't been out enough to do it. So this is an opportunity for us a whole another avenue of business. But it's also an easy way for us to raise more money for the valley, more money, because everything we do, we focus on this valley.
Okay. In the catering world, what kind of event am I going to have that I want to give Firehouse Subs a call?
Any event. We
Any
do
event.
birthdays. We do hospital stuff. We've done things for thousands of dollars. We've done things for $30.
Business meetings, school parties,
Anything.
birthdays, all that sort of
Yeah,
stuff.
we've got something for everybody.
All right. And, what got you in the food industry? That's a tough business.
Well, that's a good question. Food industry is what I've done my whole life.
Yeah.
So in college and everything else, I was focused on sports. And the food industry is really competitive. So it's kept me going.
Yes,
That being said,
Uh-huh.
with the business world, especially in California, it's tough.
Yeah.
And I can help people succeed in what they're doing. So especially in some events I've done in the valley here, people get to the point where they want to quit with the business they've started for whatever reason.
Right.
And I am more than happy to help anybody with what they're trying to accomplish,
So
because it's tough.
You do a little business mentoring then?
I would love to. Yeah, I've done
Excellent.
quite a bit of it, but
Yeah.
I'd like to get more into it with people that struggle with it.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Someone's out there and they've got a business and maybe it's looking like it's going to fail. What's the number one thing they need to do?
Number one thing to do is sit down, figure out the plan to keep the business going.
Mm-hmm.
And then along with that, they have to look at the steps along the way that got them to that point, so they could either reverse it, fix it, or even look back on the people they've met. Because what happens is we start to create contacts, we start to get to know people, and people come into our lives through the journey of owning a business that we kind of forget about because you're frustrated and you're tired and you're stressed out. You find people that you care about, that you love. And those are the people that help you get through those bad times. And they give you the strength to do it, but you just got to have somebody point you in the right direction.
Very important. And it's not too bad if they got good food going with that pointing.
That's
huh?
right.
All right, excellent, Eric. Well, listen, you're gonna have to come back and let me know how the cake. I want you to know, I don't see any food sitting here, so you know
You
what's
will
gonna
next time.
happen. I'm gonna have to go over here and get one of these sandwiches, but I understand they're really good. So I'm looking forward to coming over and trying them, Eric.
Awesome.
All right. Thanks for being on the show. Good luck with what you're doing. I'd like to see Firehouse Subs Catering out there and tearing up the world, because not only is it good to see business grow, but it's good to see business grow and give back. And that's what you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll see you. We'll see you when we come back.